and the mood is being set by this fantastic light show ahead of this showdown. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome at Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. To kick it away to get things started. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Love. Creates a little space. Turning it on! A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Looking to pass, it's Carr. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there on that interception to open this game.
Oh, he's going to go up top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Throwing right. Got a man, it's Dixon. Breaks into the open. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid destroyed all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Moves away as he feels pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to getting to this position in the red zone. They're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Fires to the right. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Past the first down marker and still running. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on first down. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
He's brought down at the 43-yard line. Brings up second down.
That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. That gives him 54 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. He breaks a tackle and runs through another guy. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Harsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way.
Picked off. Looking for more room. The 40. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big.
Got to room to run. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He'll do it himself. Fights off a defender. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! Great job by the back on the option.
Defenses have to play responsibility football, and you can tell they had the quarterback, but how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Now they'll try the right side.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Here's the pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. Fires to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with this decision.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air, it's Altmaier. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Pauling. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Why not trying to get it in? Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Going over the top. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in. And
he's got it on the outside. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
For wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
They go to the ground. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Altmaier. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, he leads it with the back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That's reeled in. It's Arkin. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Arkin. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Illini! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
no doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Irish! And the pummeling has started. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewitt, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The play-action fake. Got a man. It's Dixon. At the 35, he's open. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They go to the draw. Oh, better look out! You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
To the air, it's Altmaier. Dangerous screen into traffic. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Sanders. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. To make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got...
There he goes. They'll mark him down right there, and how about that play and picking up a chunk of yardage? They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver comes in motion. Direct snap. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the beatdown has ensued. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a